Hello. Let's get it together and load a save file. Last time, on Silent Hill 3, I stopped playing just before the exposition dump that occurs directly after the missionary boss fight, which is I chose this as a jumping off point because I thought if I did the big exposition dump and then stopped the stream, people would forget everything immediately the next time the stream started, and they're probably still going to do that. But now I have the problem of that I'm choosing to start the stream on like 15 minutes of cutscene. So, before we do that, I want to complain about something real quick. I'm going to complain about something you'll never expect me to complain about. What's it? Well, you might expect it, kind of. But I've been playing Donkey Konga 2 lately for the Nintendo GameCube, bongo-slapping rhythm game. I've been going through the mode where you play a duet, either with another player or with a computer. And I think it is actually literally impossible to get gold medal requirements on some of the songs playing solo. I think they fucked the math up. I think it's actually not possible. I think game wrong. I got one song down to 12 non-perfect judgments and it still wouldn't give it to me, and it's like, that's fucked up. There is something wrong with that. Your math is bad. In the solo mode, you can miss like a sixth of the notes and still get a gold. In duet mode, 12 non-perfects and I still don't get it. There's something wrong with that. There is that, and like, obviously this game is poorly documented. I can't Google it and be like, does anyone else realize that this is actually like impossible to do? Like, you can't get this unlock because this does not work. Apparently no one's tried. I'm the first person good enough to realize that that's actually like not just difficult, it's broken. Like, it's wrong. You can't do it. I had more success playing both fucking sides of the duet myself. And it's still really hard. But it becomes possible in that context. Bullshit. Donkey Konga 2 is bullshit. They made the game wrong, and I'm mad about it. Alright, cutscene time. I brought an energy drink, 'cause I'm fucking tired.
Wow, that's a lot of months.
It really is. Ecliptics, thank you for the 41 months.
Vincent? He's a friend of yours, right?
I'm not sure.
He said when we get to Silent Hill...
Power naps work? You know, I can't power nap on stream.
And he gave me this map.
5 minutes is all you need. I'm narcoleptic.
Trust him, but we've got no other choice.
I'm of the opinion that power napping is perhaps the opposite of a good idea. It's almost 4 years? Jesus.
What's this?
Oh man. That might be a problem. Yeah, no kidding. That's why my sleep is so bad in the first place. Here's to monster. What if I injected a dog with this, you know? That would be really bad out of context. This is a joke. It's a thing that happens in a video game. I made a video about recently. Don't quote that out of context. Don't quote it out of context. Don't do that. It's hideous. It's gross. Clip. Fuck off. No.
I'm awake.
You cold? What's the deal with Silent Hill anyway? It used to be a nice...
What's the deal with Silent Hill?
But now...
Big agree.
You've been there?
Yeah, look at my Jonkler shirt. It gives me +6, I think.
On a missing persons case. Never did.
How much does the normal Jonkler get? Is it 6? I think it's 6.
But I'll tell you, that's one screwed up town.
+6 what? Malt? Hello? Have you ever played Balatro before? Do you not know?
I was born and raised there.
Sorry.
+4? Ah! Fake fan. Fake fan. Fake.
Anyway, I thought you grew up in Portland. What's wrong? Feeling sick?
My head's pounding.
So I'm trying to find comfortable mic position. The mic casts shadow on my face,
No.
thus making me look like I'm being punched.
Trying to remember.
You get Silent Hill 2 early access? Doesn't seem like anyone did.
Something terrible
I did tell you earlier in the stream, like during the pre-stream, that it doesn't seem like anyone did, but I take it you didn't read the words?
She tried to summon the ancient god of the town. She offered up her very own daughter.
Like, if you look around the Silent Hill 2 tab on Twitch, the only people streaming it early are Australians and Japanese people.
So, but it worked.
Like, the game's already out there, it's already tomorrow.
The girl gave birth to a god. You see,
Doesn't seem like Konami actually did an early access program for that one.
her classmates called her a witch.
Oh, also, they fucked up their keymailer thing. You know that webpage they were doing? They were like, UK content creators, request a key hit. They fucked up the dates on it. It's not gonna be in time. Twats.
But in the end, that god was killed by a single person.
So,
My father, Harry Mason.
useless.
Guess it wasn't much of a god
Useless.
that could be killed by a human being.
Exciles you can live in the future and stream it as well. I'm getting it on Steam, and for some reason on Steam it releases at 5 AM, British summertime. I'm going to bed.
And I've been chosen as the sacrifice.
I'll play it tomorrow.
You've got some kind of power in you too?
But as far as I know, the only way to have it right now is if you change your PSN region to New Zealand or Japan and get it on PS5.
She was holding a baby in her arms.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Otherwise, no one has access to it.
Before she died, she gave the baby to my father.
And that's not, like, early access, that's just time zones. Because PSN is sensitive to local time zones, Steam isn't.
He loved me just like I was his very own daughter. Even though he didn't know who or what I was.
And yeah, Konami's own key request thing.
I disagree.
Oh,
Hey,
hello.
Punchy.
Hi.
Love the new video, especially the section on the Tokimeki Game Fund. Fascinating stuff.
Thanks, Claudia.
I never
I'm glad you
had
liked
a
it.
chance
Thanks for the 6 months.
to tell you how happy you made me.
What's the drink? Monster? Yeah, because I'm exhausted. My shitty body hasn't let me get more than 5 hours of sleep a night. I have been sleeping poorly lately.
I'm gonna head for that Leonard guy's house. You check out the hospital. You got the map, right?
Yeah,
The pink juice is not actually
Gonna be
pink.
okay alone?
The can's pink, but the juice is
I'm
not.
a child, you know. Are you sure it's not you
Ding.
who's afraid to be alone?
You're right. I am afraid. I'm 50-something years old. I never seen nothing like this.
50-something years old.
I still feel like I'm dreaming.
More like a nightmare, I'd say.
Yeah. I want to wake up and have a smoke already. Meet me back here when you're finished looking around the hospital. Okay?
Roger.
And yeah, you're not going to be able to escape the Silent Hill 2 remake when it releases. And it releases soon. But you're not going to see Silent Hill 2 remake on this stream. I'm going to do Silent Hill 3, then Silent Hill 4, maybe, if I'm awake enough. That's got to be a coincidence, but still, it's pretty weird. Who could have done this? Maybe Silent Hill 4. And then I'm going to fucking attempt to go to bed, probably fail. And then we play 2 remake tomorrow. That's the plan. That's the plan. You guys okay with the plan? I hope so, because that's what you're getting. I am not a, stay up to 5 a.m. to stream game on, like, the nanosecond it releases kind of streamer. Having a post with fast running this now? No, let's take Silent Hill 3 nice and slow, so that if it takes 6 hours, you know, it's just a matter of time. Can't play Silent Hill 4, you know, why don't we just, like, stare at this door, forever? You know what I mean? Cool customs. Pretty cool door, you know? Let's talk about the lore implications of cool custom for 4 hours, so that way Silent Hill 3 is the only game I play this stream.
Cool.
It's very cool, I agree. I hated something as much as Punchy hates the ring. I don't, like, hate it violently with, like, every fiber of my being. I didn't know you could go in here. I just don't think it's good. Tourism pamphlet fun, but it's true. Silent Hill was originally a resort town. Welcome to Silent Hill. Silent Hill, a quiet little lakeside resort town. We're happy to have you. Take some time out of your busy schedules and enjoy a nice, restful vacation here. Row after row of quaint old houses, a gorgeous mountain landscape, and a lake which shows different sides of its beauty with the passing of the day, from sunrise to late afternoons to sunset. Silent Hill will move you and fill you with a feeling of deep peace. I hope your time here will be pleasant and your memories will last forever. Editor, Roger Widmark. Ah. Cute. I guess it's to accommodate the idea that, you know, Silent Hill 2 was a thing that happened at some point. Because, you know, James and Mary vacationed here. Medkit! Oh, shotgun shells. Welcome to Silent Hill. Please ignore the local weirdo looking for his dead wife. Hey, Autonomy. See, was a resort town is past... Well, that makes sense, actually. People always ask, you know, like, when did Silent Hill 2 take place? When do these games take place? And, well... It's not 100% clear in any case. Brookhaven. I think it's fair to assume that James and Mary's stay in Silent Hill was before Silent Hill 1, because the alternative is peculiar. But the actual events of the games probably do take place in linear order. Probably. It's not super clear. Gonna be honest with you, it doesn't matter that much, and I hate to sound dismissive, but I don't think Team Silent actually thought about it that much either. Like, I'm not dismissing the craftsmanship of the games, mind you. But I just don't think that they thought about it that much either. Ow. Okay, I very clearly hit them. But why experience a pain reel? Yeah, I think Silent Hill 3, like, Silent Hill 1 and 3, I assume just kind of take place when the games were made, you know? Like, approximately. Food only, do not store drugs. I mean, okay, I guess Silent Hill 1 has to be, like, a little distance. Nothing mild audio-visual hallucinations, emotional instability, suspect mild schizophrenia, will continue observation. Silent Hill 1 would be late 80s given the math, and you can kind of fudge that. I don't think they had that in mind when they were making it, but, like, 90s, 80s, close enough. I think they retroactively decided that because of Silent Hill 3, but, like, it's close, like, it works. It's close enough. It's fine. Ergo, Silent Hill 2 takes place at some nebulous point between 1 and 3. Which is... Ultimately, I don't think it matters that much. Nail polish remover? It's a fashion magazine. I'm not interested right now. I like the idea that she's not interested right now, but she could be interested at some other point in time. There's a typewritten memo here. What's this supposed to mean? Press move 2 right. Press move 1 up. Press move 2 down. Press the door shall open. Press move 2 right. Press move 1 up. Press move 2 down. Pretty straightforward. It is indeed not hard riddle. I could not be asked. The start time is my key. Wow. Background unknown, name age unknown. Not admitted patient. Found in poor mental state on hospital grounds and temporarily installed in room M4 at chief's discretion. Died late tonight from blood loss due to severed... word I can't... Carotid artery. Was grasping on kitchen knife in right hand. Assumed this was cause of neck wound. Possible suicide, but wound angle suspicious. Sent to second floor treatment room for further investigation. Have received no proof or corroboration of event from patient residing in same room. Have not notified police of future necessity. What do you mean have not notified police? However, future necessity leave victims' bed and effects intact room N4. What do you mean no one fucking... Yeah? What do you mean have not notified police? Bruh, they have amazing footsies. They cannot be stopped. How are you not dead? You know, the katana actually has the same property as the knife in that it hits on the way in and the way out, which is very helpful. Hey, Sovko, happy Saturday. 205. That's not. Oh, yeah. Ow. Oh, yeah. Coincidentally, there's at least 3 mental hospitals in the one town. It's only supposed to be 1. So, okay, Silent Hill 1 has Alchemilla Hospital, right? And that's the only one. Silent Hill 2 adds Brookhaven Mental Hospital. And then Origins adds Cedar Grove Sanitarium for some fucking reason, but this is where you gotta, like, this is where we're getting into the Western game territory, and therefore, like, it's time to stop thinking. Origins adds Cedar Grove Sanitarium, so now there are 2 mental hospitals in the same town, and then it also changes Alchemilla into a mental hospital as well. So now there are 3 mental hospitals in Silent Hill, and no regular hospitals. Cool. Origins! Let's not. There are a lot of things stuck to the wall. A cookie, a toothbrush, a spoon, a Christmas card, a clock. Whoever was probably used glue, but why do this in the first place? There's a key glued to the wall. I'd love to take it with me, but it's really stuck tight. I can't even pull it off. In such a situation, did you know that you can use nail polish remover to remove glue? It's a wheelchair. Where's the person that was using it? I think there is nothing more unsettling to encounter in a day-to-day existence than an abandoned wheelchair. Especially because, like, wheelchairs aren't cheap, you know? It's all just junk. So I did the documentary of Tokyo Memo 3? I did, yes. I did the thing. It's doing fairly well, metrics-wise, for one of my YouTube videos, which is great. I'm glad about that. I really am. I know I sound a bit like, 3968. But no, I really am glad that, like, because, like, I worked on that video for 3 months. So I'm glad the effort got results. But I have mixed feelings about some of it. For one thing, I'm forced to confront the fact that the YouTube audience makes me sad. Yeah. Ah! motherfucker. It's good, but too short. I can't tell if that's a joke. That's the sad thing. Oh, fuck. I tried to block, and it didn't come out in time. Bruh. Hitbox of the gods. I blocked. Dude, what are you talking about with these trades? What the fuck, dude? Fuck this shit. Dumbass game. Yeah, like, I can't tell if, like, calling the video too short is, like, a joke or not, because it's the longest video I've ever made. And yet, I do feel like the most common criticism of it that I've received from the comments, albeit the comments aren't really a useful place to get criticism, is that I left, like, some elements out of the story because I didn't want to make the video even fucking longer. But I don't know, man, the YouTube algorithm rewards really long videos. And I have mixed feelings about that, because I don't really like making super long videos. That one came out to be, like, 90 minutes long, because that's just how long the video was, you know? Like, in particular, I got a lot of, not a lot of flack per se, but a lot of people pointed out that I sort of didn't put much focus on the Girls' Side series of games, and that's, like, not untrue. I think I could have threaded a better needle on basically not mentioning it, like, I mentioned it in passing, like, twice, I think, total. An orphanage on the outskirts of No, let me... I want to finish what I'm saying first. I think I could have threaded a better needle between, like, not mentioning it outside of, like, 2 moments in passing, but on the other hand, I also feel like the comments are over-egging the pudding somewhat on how important Girls' Side actually was, because the entire Girls' Side series combined sold less than one did individually, so... It didn't exactly, like, it kept the series and the genre on life support, but it wasn't, like, a smash hit. I think the reason that it's so overly, like, represented in the comment section is that all 3 of them have English patches, so more English speakers have played them relative to the original Japanese games, which do not have English patches, so there's a sort of selection bias present there. Also, Otome game players are fucking scary. That would be the other thing. They're very dedicated. There is nothing. They will move heaven and earth to be with the pretty boys. So that creates a fervency, when in reality all of those games sold about 150,000 copies individually, which is impressive numbers for the Otome game genre, but Tokimemo 1 sold over 1 million, like, in a year. And 2 sold, like, somewhere between 500 to 700,000, I don't know. Anyway, Teaching Despair, Hope House. Hope House, an orphanage on the outskirts of Silent Hill, but behind its false image is a place where children are kidnapped and brainwashed. Hope House is managed by the Silent Hill Smile Support Society, a charity organization sometimes called 4S. It's true that 4S is a well-respected charity that takes in poor children without homes and raises them with hope. But at its heart, it is a heathen organization that teaches its own warped dogma in lieu of good religious values. Mr. Smith, temp, who lives near Hope House, had this to say: "Sometimes at night I can hear their weird prayers and the sounds of children crying. I went there to complain one time, but they ran me right out. Since then, it hasn't changed a bit. In fact, this reporter was refused admission when he attempted to take photographs in the facility. What exactly do the folks at Hope House have to hide?" Excuse me. During my investigations, I was able to discover, however, a suspicious-looking round concrete tower which appears to be part of their facilities. Unfortunately, no one was willing to tell us what the tower was used for, but it seems unlikely that it has anything to do with the business of raising orphans. It may in fact be a prison, or a secret place of worship. The cult religion that operates Hope House is known by the locals simply as the Order. It's a religion that is deeply interwoven with Silent Hill's history, but its worshippers' fervent belief that they are among the elite, chosen people has a dark and dangerous side. I intend to continue my investigation of Hope House and the cult behind it. I've always believed that telling the whole truth and showing the children the true path is our most important duty. Joseph Schreiber. Keep all of that in mind. It will matter later. Not in this game, but, you know, soon enough. What, no candy? Fuck you. Heather, I tried to turn around 4 times and the game dropped all of them. Epic. Kick him. Kick him. Nah. You can just leave. Okay, fine. Who are you? Is the volume mixing the PC port screwed or something? No, that's just Silent Hill 3. It's either really loud or really quiet with no in between.
Hello?
Claudia.
No, I'm not.
Don't lie to me, Claudia. You're always trying to run from your responsibilities. Have you come to apologize? Or maybe you still don't realize how foolish you've been. The salvation of all mankind. Ah, what a ridiculous dream.
Wait, just listen to me for a second.
I've heard enough from you already. How did you turn out this way? Where did I go wrong?
Listen to me already. I'm not Claudia.
You're not Claudia.
Not Claudia.
My name is Heather.
Heather.
Who are you?
Leonard Wolf. I'm sorry. I thought you were my daughter.
Any not Claudias in the chat?
Claudia is your daughter?
Oh, so you know her, do you? Are you one of her followers?
No, never. When I find her, I'm...
I can feel the hatred.
What?
Behind your words. The anger. You plan to kill her, don't you?
I'm sorry, but she
You're not Claudia, not Claudia. Are you sure you're not Claudia?
killed my father.
She's a fool. But she's still my daughter. I was going to forgive her if she changed her ways.
Sitting on my foot again.
My mother.
No!
Fate. Heather, will you help me?
Help you?
I'm locked up in here, and I must stop Claudia.
Where are you now?
I'm not sure myself, but the door is at the end of the hall on the 2nd floor. I think I can be of help to you. I have a seal. Please.
A seal? 'Cause I... 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 I...
Let's get a seal. Let's go on a quest.
All on the second floor.
Let's go on a journey. Can't wait for Silent Hill 3 remake. You know, after they do Silent Hill 2 remake, gotta be Silent Hill 3 now. After all, 3 comes after 2, so like, well, it's gotta be the next one. Yeah. Oh yeah, I sort of this door at the end of the hall right here, you know, the door at the end of the hall, that doesn't appear until the phone call. Like the door manifests because like it's not there. It's just a straight up dead end otherwise. Just thought that's worth noting. But if it's a remake of Homecoming, I will pee directly onto the carpet at Konami HQ. I don't... Would it count if they remade it but actually good? No. I don't see the point in that. I'm a bit pessimistic about this remake stuff with Silent Hill because, like, they're not gonna turn around and, like, turn this into new games, obviously. But, well, I guess they kind of already have, saying that. There's Short Message, but, like, no one gives a shit about Short Message. There's F, there's Townfall. Townfall, who knows what's going on with that since Annapurna exploded in the middle of development, which is really funny. Like, Silent Hill really cannot catch a fucking break. This one doesn't make my head hurt when I look at it. It's a little different. It's not the Halo of the Sun, but the Mark of Samael. Hey, so the voice lines in this scene are missing from the PC version of Silent Hill 3 because Konami didn't want to pay Thessaly Lerner for her voice rights. The fuck, really? Yeah, they're present in the console. So, here's a story. The voice line, that's Lisa's lines from the first game. Like, they just reused the same lines as Lisa in the videotape. She's like, why? What is keeping that child alive? You know, from the first game. They reused it in the console port, well, the console version, the original version, of Silent Hill 3. And Thessaly Lerner caught wind of it. And, you know, you're not supposed to reuse voices without, like, a contract or something. And there were no contracts for the original Silent Hill 1 voice recording. So Thessaly Lerner's agent got on the phone and was like, hi, what the fuck? Apparently, they threatened to sue. Konami paid her some money and then just took the lines out of the PC version because they didn't want to pay her again. Very, very, very fucking cheap of them. Very cheap. Like, she was in contact. You know, they could have reached out to her and been like, hi, we would like to use your performance again. Here is some money for that. Because, okay, in video game, this is complicated and it sort of depends on both the era and the performance, but video game voice acting traditionally is a one and done. Like, the contract you sign is like, we will pay you once and then the performance is ours. But Silent Hill 1, no one actually got contracts, or 2, for that matter. Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3, I think, all of them... None of the performers actually signed contracts, like saying, you know, we own your voices. We own your voices. We own these performances for these games for any future re-releases, blah blah blah. Whereas that kind of thing's pretty boilerplate in like modern video game voice acting contracts because people have that shit on lock. And the way copyright law in like regarding voice performances work is that in the absence of a contract specifying otherwise, the rights lie with the person whose voice it is, which is a sensible thing for it to default to, you know? Very sensible indeed. I assume it's the same in Japan as well. So Konami's lack of drafting a contract for the original trilogy's performances was just sloppiness on their part. But that is why Silent Hill 3's PC port is missing the reused lines from Silent Hill 1, because they reused them for Silent Hill 3's console version illegally. Thessaly Lerner got on the phone and was like, "Hi, what the fuck?" And in order to not get sued again, they took them out of Silent Hill 3's later PC port. And that is the reason why Silent Hill 2 and 3 gained new voice acting for the HD collection. They didn't have the rights to it. And that famously became a huge blowout when, you know, they were like, oh, they tried to, like, play it off cool. They were like, we're re-recording the voice lines. It's going to be great. We're going to improve the voice acting. And then Guy Seehee, like, got on the social media to be like, the reason they're re-recording the voice lines is because they don't actually have the rights, and I told them to piss off. They apparently approached the actors with, like, waivers to retroactively sign away the rights to their performances, being like, hey, I know we used your voice performances in previous re-releases of the game. Can you sign this contract saying that it's okay that we did that? Guy Seehee naturally looked at that and was like, no, P.S., you owe me $3,000. I know Guy Seehee, like, later turned out to be, a bit of a crank over the COVID period. He has interesting beliefs about the pandemic. The less said about that, the better. But on this, he was spot on. On this matter, he was spot on. He was very right to call Konami a bunch of inept jackasses over that one. And that is the reason that they had to recast, they tried to recast Silent Hill 2 and 3 for the HD collection. Eventually, apparently, Konami, like, ate crow and just paid out to the Silent Hill 2 cast, but Silent Hill 3, for whatever reason, in the HD collection, didn't get its voices back. They just couldn't be bothered to reach out to them. The common going theory for a while was that Heather Morris, Heather's voice actor, the Heather, the Mason, the one, you know? The going theory was that Heather Morris, like, couldn't be reached for contact or something. That theory fell apart immediately when fans emailed her and she wrote back saying, like, no, I didn't know they were re-releasing the game. What? Konami didn't, like... Huh? Konami... No one at Konami reached out to me. What? It turns out she was actually really easy to get a hold of. Camera, behave yourself. I suspect the reason that Silent Hill 4 was able to get... Like, people have wondered for a while, why was Silent Hill 4 the one that got a GOG re-release, but not 2 or 3? I think it's this. I think 4 is actually the one where they started drafting contracts. I think 4 is the one where they actually had, like, contracts for the voice performances, so they don't have to keep, like, asking people over and over again for... Because at this point, none of the performers who worked on Silent Hill, like, 2 or 3 or 1 are gonna, like, agree to a contract that gives Konami, like, perpetual rights to keep re-releasing the games without continual payment, you know? Because, like, the people who performed in them are now aware that these games are, like, cultural icons of, the gaming landscape. Like, they're culturally revered games. They have clout. So why the fuck would they do, like, you know, why would they sign it away in perpetuity? Why would they not just be like, well, if you want to keep re-releasing the games, you better keep paying me? I would do the same thing in their position. Hell yeah. That's what they get for not drafting a contract in the first place. I'm bad! Are they stronger in the hospital or something? I am going to apply gun to the problem. Die! Die! Why don't you die? Yeah, they lost the source code to 2 and 3, but you don't need source code to re-release a video game, believe it or not. Like, it helps, but you don't need it. What the hell? Oh, the mirror panic room! Now you've gone and done it. Ah! Ah! That room very rapidly starts to kill you if you let that go unchecked. Yeah, like, they could... I'm sure there's a way they could finagle a re-release of Silent Hill 2 and 3 on GOG, but I suspect the obstacle is the fact they don't actually own the rights to any of the voice performances. They would have to pay everyone again to do it, and they don't want to do that. That's why Silent Hill 2 Remake recast all the characters. So they could actually draft contracts this time. Very cynical indeed. Like, okay, I'm hoping Silent Hill 2 Remake will be good. Like, being a cynical product doesn't preclude something from being good. I want to be clear about that. But Silent Hill 2 Remake is definitely a cynical product. Like, we can all agree on this, yes? Just because it's cynical doesn't mean it's poorly constructed, but it's definitely cynical. Like, they jumped straight to the numbered entry that had the most clout because they thought it would sell the best. That's very cynical by itself, you know? The more I look at it, the more pitiful it seems, like a child locked up in them with no chance of escape. Remind me again, can you attack the pitiful thing? No. Who the hell's ringing now? Like, Konami, as of late, has turned into, like, a very... It feels insulting, and I guess it kind of is. But they're like a pure port and remaster house nowadays, you know?
Who are you?
They found some popular things in the cupboards and were like, we can get something out of this. Dear, who are you? And that's mixed, you know? Because, like, it's a little cynical, but it doesn't have to be all bad.
Is this Leonard?
You know, Castlevania Dominus Collection is that someone was like, oh yeah, we have these DS games lying around that people like. We can get some money out of that. And the collection's really good, so... Who cares? I don't know, like... I'm not gonna complain about that. There's actually quite a bit of effort put into preserving those ones. They did good work with that collection. But it's a bit cynical.
Got me mistaken for someone else. Today's not my...
Tokimeki Memorial Remake is also kind of cynical, but like... It's been a while since... It's a bit cynical, but... There are worse things out there, I guess. To give pain or to receive it? I don't know what I'm gonna get off this, actually.
Happy birthday to you!
But you're wrong. It's not my birthday.
Me at Twitch chat. It's not my birthday, guys. It's not. I'll tell you what it is, though, chat. It's toilet time. I need to pee. Oh, yeah. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Don't panic. Don't panic, don't panic. I'm here, I'm here. I have expelled urine from the body. Enough to take another swig of energy drink. Right, now, I'm not fucking with these guys. They're annoying. I'm gonna shoot them with gun.
This sucks on ice.
Why? Oh my god, in full screen!
Good morning.
Picnic? Deep Road, good morning. Why are we picnic? I win. How am I doing? I'm definitely doing. Me? Doer. Definitely a doer. I'm doing. Heather, do the thing! Nah, I didn't do it. You thought I was gonna fall in the hole? Tricked him. As if I'd be so crass. Are we near the end? We're about 2/3 of the way through. I am, however, patiently poking all the doors. Oh, no! The enemy! The world is teeming with unnecessary people. It's God's decision that I fight. As a knight of honor, as a protector of the seal, I sacrifice myself to the blood of criminals. I see this and I want to ask him, so you think you're one of the necessary ones? It seems like I've heard this protector of the seal business somewhere before. Can you beat Silent Hill 3 without taking a step? Coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. It doesn't fucking work. She's not actually moving. Oh! So I started blasting. Are there enemies in here? No, could you stomp the other one, please? Thank you. I got some medical supplies. Fuck you! These unblockable bastards can eat shit. This is the worst enemy in the franchise. One characteristic mentioned only in rare documents and dying out in the modern age is that of the ritual sacrifice. I need to sneeze. Offering prayers. Pierce a man's chest with a copper stake. Drench the altar in the blood which spouts red from the heart. To praise and to show loyalty unto God. In another sacrificial rite mentioned in the same book, the victim is burned alive. This was a more dignified ceremony in which prisoners and sinners were not allowed to participate. Only the clergy could be sacrificed. Similar to burning at the stake, no comparable rite can be found in religions practiced nearby. It may have some connection with the main deity being a sun god. Even though this religion extols redemption, it brings to mind a dark and cultish history. In it just. Why is my save all the way over here? Yep, the cult is cultish. There's a stretcher here. Not just you use a stretcher, this is more like an altar of some sort. Lit candles, a knife, and is that blood I smell? Did they worship that picture, or was something in the picture? Those candles didn't light themselves, now did they? Shotgun, please. Blood. It's not Silent Hill related, but how long are individual Noja runs on average? Like an average loop, anywhere from like 5 minutes to 15. They're very short. How easy to stop midway through one? You can press the start button and hit quit. The stretcher, I mean the altar, is drenched in blood. It looks exactly like there's just been a sacrifice. And somehow I made a big hole. I went in the hole. But isn't that what I was supposed to do? Can't understand this. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't add up. Silent Hill 2 invented holes.
Heather?
Yeah? Leonard, where are you?
Thank you. Now I can finally leave here. Now Claudia's ridiculous dream is over.
Well, Kojima invented holes? No, Kojima invented ladders.
Dispose of her. The salvation of all mankind. Ha! Why must we reward even the unbelievers?
What are you talking about?
About our plans, of course. It's true that God is merciful, but first, one must be chosen. Only we, who hearken to the voice of
Shown off 70, what the fuck did your message just become? I don't know. I can't see it. I don't have any Twitch add-ons installed.
Don't you think so, Heather?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and think whatever you want.
That's disgusting.
That.
I mean that I don't think the way you guys do. I don't want any part of that kind of paradise.
You're an unbeliever. You deceived me.
I didn't deceive you. We were both just wrong about each other. I thought you were a normal person.
Damn, Heather.
So you tried to trick me so you can run off with my seal, eh? Heretic! You plan to destroy God!
I told you I wasn't trying to trick anyone. What is this seal thing anyway?
Don't play innocent. You can't fool me anymore. The seal is mine! I was appointed by God to be its guardian! The only thing you'll get from me is a gruesome death.
Leonard? Is that you?
Death to all who turn their backs on God!
Is every person here a mental case?
You're in a mental hospital, Heather.
Well, I guess you're not a person anyway.
And that's the note that we begin the boss fight on. That first shot, that second shot didn't actually hit properly. I got one of those fucking janky hits. And then I shot them with a shotgun repeatedly. Exactly. Got him. I still got those. I still got that. And it turns out Heather was just napping. Which, yeah. Same.
Leonard's not here anymore. I guess I should head back to the motel now. I hope Douglas is okay. Huh? What's this?
The Seal of Metatron! Although I guess Heather doesn't know that yet. I can't use that. Well, why not? Who asked for your opinion? I'm disappointed it's not the kind of seal I was hoping for. Like a seal, you know? Not like a seal, but like a seal. You understand? Is it any clearer now? Do you understand? No, you don't. How could you possibly understand? Of course not. They don't understand. How could they understand? No, we're not talking about Pokemon. Explain in Fortnite terms. I can't. Don't know how Fortnite works. I only recently found out that they made like a whole game mode of Fortnite where they removed the main mechanic of Fortnite because people don't like it that much. But the building, I'm talking about Zero Build. I'm just like, that's funny. They made a game mode that removes like the main mechanic of the game. And it's very popular. That's kind of funny.
Why did you send her to my father?
Was that wrong?
It's your fault that he...
But surely it's...
Why do I have a Discord ping? Who the hell is pinging me?
It means he was one of God's beloved, no?
Those who mock God will never receive salvation. You'll go to hell, Vincent. You'll never feel the joy of God's everlasting paradise.
And you think God is going to save you? Ha!
What do you know anyway?
I know about the pleasures of this world.
Is that slight arm motion really necessary, Vincent?
My happiness while I'm still here. You hated your father, didn't you? I saw the way he hit you, and kicked you, and made you cry. The memory of his cruelty is forever burned into my mind.
Yes, and that's why we need God.
What you call faith is nothing more than a child crying out for love. That's why you're all alone.
There's a mirrors at very low volume. Yep, that's Silent Hill 3. Silent Hill 3 is either really quiet or really loud with no in between. If I made the loud parts, if I made the quiet parts loud, it would make the loud parts deafening. So, I'm not doing that. Silent Hill 3 has just always been like that. Like, right now, this is Quiet Hill. But, it will become Loud Hill. What's over here? It will become Loud Hill at a later point. That's just... Silent Hill 3's audio mixing has just always been like that. Please understand that it is difficult for me to work with that.
Where's Douglas?
He went out. But he left a message for you.
Was there someone else here just now?
No, just me. Don't you want to know what the message is?
Yeah, what did he say?
The church is on the other side of the lake.
Church? Wonder what he meant by that.
You don't understand? That's where Claudia is. Across the lake. On the north side. If you're going, you better go through the amusement park. It's probably the only way in now. Go northwest on Nathan Avenue. It's a bit far, but closer than heaven.
Is that it for the message?
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Douglas really said that?
What's wrong? You don't trust me?
Electro shirt, yeah. One of the things I really enjoy about Vincent's performance there is how, he's kind of annoyed at Heather when she questions, like, was someone here just now? He's like, no, just me. Like, there's a twinge of irritation that she's even asking the question. I really like that line delivery. And then when Heather's like, church, what does she mean by that? Vince's like, you don't get it? You don't, like, really? You don't fucking get it? Man. Like, he's like, sincerely, like, he's annoyed in, like, a different way. Like, shit, you're slow, dude. There's a lot of texture in Vincent's line reads. Oh yeah, unrelated occurrence. GDQ is putting on a quickly put together event to raise like disaster relief funds for places affected by Hurricane Helene. Helen? I don't know. There's an extra E on it. That's happening at the end of the next week. And submissions are open until tomorrow, so, like, they put that up on real short notice, which is great timing for me, because I took the next week off anyway for Silent Hill 2 Remake, so I might get to be on the main GDQ channel if I get accepted into that. I did, in fact, throw my hat in the ring very quickly, because I was like, well, the timing on that aligns pretty well. For me, anyway. Very opportunistic of me, I know. But, well, I'm free. On short notice, I can, in fact, be available, so... Sure, works for me. It's a stuffed animal rabbit. I threw in Aoni, Resident Evil Survivor, and Dino Crisis for the disaster relief event. Basically, runs I feel like I could do on very short notice. A smarter person would maybe have pitched Silent Hill 2, but I didn't. I could still remedy that. I might trade Dino Crisis for it, I don't know. Probably won't, though. "15 times speed for Aoni. I don't want to submit normal speed. 15 times is, like, funnier. There's a rabbit stuffed animal here. There are cookies and candies on display. I don't need any of that right now. Heather's such a square for not taking all of the cookies. The sweet seemed to have fallen from the shelf and gotten crushed. This wasn't part of my dream. Got the roller coaster key. There's no medkits here? Oh! Normal modes suck. I am forever sitting on my foot. Always. Somehow I'm always sitting on my foot. Right, there's lots of different things, but nothing she really needs. Glad we've established that. You know what? No. How about I don't take that fight? I'm out of there. Yeah. What? This is the worst weapon in the Silent Hill franchise. It's fucking dreadful. I did it. World's first and only recorded kill with the stun gun. I deserve a medal. The hardest challenge run of Silent Hill, actually stun gun only. Mainly because you get like 5 ammo for it, and it's bad. I gotta take the vest off at this juncture. Or I die. Oh, I might die anyway from just falling off the coaster. Don't fall off the coaster, Heather. Don't do it. Don't fall off the coaster. Nah, I tricked him. Thought I was gonna do it for the joke? No, I'm not so simple. Baited. Baited. Tricked. Woo!
I hired you to find the girl.
What?
And you performed service.
Claudia hired the detective.
Now.
You lied to me about Heather, lady. I don't like being used.
Lie? What lie?
That Heather was kidnapped from you.
But it's true. She was originally one of us. That man, Harry Mason, stole her away.
Harry Mason.
From us.
Yeah, but she says she was happy.
She was brainwashed by him, deceived, because her true self had not yet awoken. She carries God within her. But when Alessa...
What is the deep philosophical meaning behind the coaster? I believe the coaster represents getting hit by a fucking roller coaster, which would hurt a lot.
Usher in the eternal paradise.
What kind of place is that?
A place with no pain, no hunger, no sickness, no old age. There will be no greed or war, and all will live by God's grace alone.
No this, no that, no nothing. A paradise? For castrated sheep, maybe. Sounds pretty boring.
I pity you. You still don't understand.
You just don't get it, chat. You're not seeing paradise.
You're going to kill me? Is it really so easy for you?
I've done it before.
Then I truly do pity you.
Heather's taking a nap on top of the ticket booth, as one does. Excellent stuff. Now take a jump down here. No. Tricked again. Remake is out only on PS5. It's not out anywhere at the moment. Well, it's out in Australia and Japan. But it's going to be out on PC in about... I don't know, 9 hours? Something like that. I got just about enough time to do the other games. Yeah, I know, it's great.
Welcome to the Borley.
So I'm missing Silent Hill 4 before then. How sad. Yeah, how terrible. How terrible. Oh, terrible. Oh.
ready, then go through the door.
No, I think we're gonna get to Silent Hill 4.
Help! Help! Do you hear those voices?
I think we're gonna get to Silent Hill 4.
Family of 4 was sliced into bloody...
We're like 3/4 of the way through the game of this, you know.
The cries of the children.
The main limiting factor is gonna be if I decide to go to fucking sleep, because I'm...
Do you know why he said he killed his family? Because I felt I had to! Anyway, I'm lying. It's all just a joke. I wanted to scare you, that's all. The
Must be
truth
on
is
drugs.
only one person died by suicide. That's Danny. A quiet young man, but quite friendly as you can see. He was so eager to meet you. His hometown is New Orleans.
That's me right now.
Here
This guy
after
in the
first
front.
losing his way. Oh, maybe you might know. Where is the path to heaven?
Chat, do you know where the path to heaven is? I bet you don't.
Mansion is quite old.
These guys don't know where the path to heaven is. Hey, look at this jabroni. They don't know the path to heaven.
You use selective words. What are you planning?
I don't know what I'm planning.
No.
I'm so sorry. This place is just falling apart. The mechanism is broken, you see. It wasn't supposed to stop there, I assure you. Barely made it. I hope you enjoyed your tour. Please come back anytime. Or if you'd prefer, we could come and visit you instead.
Subscribe to twitch.tv/punchy and then you too can know the path to heaven. Am I starting a cult?
But it seems that no one wants you to leave. Everyone really likes you. They want you to
So having the bulletproof vest equipped makes you run slower, so if you have it equipped during this segment, you just kind of fucking die. So, I don't know, watch out for that. Do you like how I hit that guy with the weapon and it didn't do shit? The stun gun is dreadful in this game, dude. I don't actually think it's even hitting. No, I think they're actually too short. I think they're too short to be hit by it. This weapon sucks ass, dude. No. Oh my god. Anna. You gotta deal with this one guy beating the shit out of you, Heather. Turn! Okay, the controls are being bad and not turning to face the fucking correct target, so that's good. Yeah, so remember what I said about how Silent Hill 3 is either very quiet or very loud with, like, no in-between? Do you understand what I mean? Right, shooting these guys when they're airborne is a waste of effort. they just basically teleport on top of you and kick your ass. Edgy Berserker, thanks for the raid. Yeah, that was the very loud portion of the arrangement. Silent Hill 3 is either very quiet or very, very loud with absolutely no in between, and that is a perfect example of it. It's about Kathy the kitty, one of the park's mascots. But that's a lot of information that I really don't need right now. Heather does not give a shit about that. Heather does not care about Kathy the kitty. So Fly from Musical, there's nothing interesting about it. So I kind of accidentally, like, advanced past the text, but I didn't think I'd get to look at it. Have I played any of the Fatal Frame games? I've played all of the Fatal Frame games. Yeah, all of them. I had to, do a quick head count there. I have played all of the Fatal Frame games. All of them. I played them all! I got them all. Even Maiden of Dankwater? Yeah, I streamed it. Which do I like the most? Probably 2. What's the point of turning it on now? Forget it. Damn, Heather. This is no time to start playing around with stuff like this. Yeah, probably 2 is my favorite, because I like the proximity-based damage system. The ending is probably the best ending in the series. It's, like, raw and emotional and grim in a way that's very... I don't know, it stays with you. It's heavy. It's good stuff. Heather's gonna get you. Heather's gonna get you. She'll get you. This is like maximum strafing speed when you've got the bulletproof vest on. Ooh, I'm a moving, I'm a schmoving, I'm a grooving. Heather's gonna move. Like, what is this? Why is she so slow? Nice. The Fatal Frame tier list. The top good one is 2. And then the other game, I don't know.
Douglas,
You're late.
are you hurt?
I can't move my right leg. I think it's broken.
Hey, 700.
What?
I think I call you a different thing every time.
Don't worry. I'm used to it.
You old fool! Getting yourself hurt
You
like that?
old fool! What did Claudia actually do to him? She used her mind powers.
Do that for me. What'll I do if you die?
What'll we do if this god thing gets born?
Come on. How powerful could a god from a dump like this be? I'm sure it'll be no big deal.
Can I borrow your ammunition, mate? I'm a bit skint myself.
Something's gonna happen.
Who knows? Maybe we'd all be better off if it did.
But if this is how God of Mercy acts, I don't want to see any more of him. That's a pretty good reason to risk my life, don't you think? Plus, I'm just an old fool, right?
You think you're Superman or something?
You know, I always wanted to be him. Besides,
Yeah?
I want to help you out.
You don't have to feel responsible. I know it's not your fault.
You remind me of my son.
You said nobody was going to cry for you.
Dead people don't cry. Stupid kid got himself shot robbing a bank.
But why?
Maybe because his pop was a penniless good for nothing. Who knows? Anyway, now I guess I'll never find out. Sorry. I shouldn't have said you reminded me of a guy like you.
Well, maybe if you had compared me to your daughter.
How goes the Silent Hill 3 story playthrough so far? Pretty good.
Listen,
We're about 3/4 of the way in.
take care of the rest. You stay here and I'll be back when it's over.
You'll be okay by yourself.
Hey, no problem.
I go for the good end. Silent Hill 3 only has like one ending. Asterisk on like a normal playthrough.
Not around anymore, so only I can do this.
I can only get one ending on this, so don't worry about it.
What are you doing?
The other ending's a New Game Plus exclusive. Ooh.
Happy streaming. Could you talk about SH2 Remake expectations?
Again? Smokovich, thank you for the 25 quid! I don't know what people are expecting me to say when they ask what my expectations are. We need to define the terms, because I don't know what people are... Like, I've been asked that question quite a few times, actually. Like, what are your expectations for the Silent Hill 2 remake? I don't know. What are your expectations for that question? Like, I expect it to be an over-the-shoulder third-person shooter in the general style of Resident Evil 2 Remake. Is that what you're looking for? Is that what you're looking for? I don't understand. Like, do I expect it to be good or like bad? I don't know. Honestly, it could go fucking anywhere on the spectrum. It's Bloober Team and it's like a third-person shooter remake. It could go anywhere on the spectrum between absolute dog shite to surprisingly competent. I could go any which way about it. I am not a fan of classic survival horror games being remade in the form of trendy third-person shooter controls. Like, I wasn't big on a RE2 and 3 make as a result of that. Which puts me in a fringe minority, apparently. RE2 Make has done such permanent damage to the discourse around remakes, because so many people love that game so much. It really sucks. It's unfortunate. Can't have honest conversations about how, it's kind of lame that every AAA game now is expected to be like a third-person, over-the-shoulder camera game. And how that's kind of stifles genre innovation, but unfortunately people really liked 2 Remake, so if you put a spotlight on that, people get kind of mad at you. Because you're questioning, the rabbit's all smashed up. It's pretty heavy. What happened to the person inside? Yeah, I hope it's good. Do I expect it to be good? I don't know. Like, it's getting pretty good reviews, but then so did Resident Evil 2 Remake, and I didn't like that either. Client, Claudia Wolf, searching for then infant Alessa Gillespie, kidnapped by man named Harry Mason, no word from police, kidnap location unknown. Old Silent Hill newspaper article, Alessa Gillespie, 7, dead in fire, links to current case to be investigated, priority low, using alias Heather, neighbors do not know real name. What is she hiding? Could I give it back to him now? Symbol usually looks unnatural and weird, but here it sort of seems to fit. It makes me feel creepy though, like someone's peeking into my brain. This being said, I feel like Silent Hill 2 being remade as a third-person over-the-shoulder camera game is a bit less of an awkward fit than RE2 was, because Resident Evil 2 is, like, staunchly a fixed camera angle game, right? Like, that's a huge, like, it's designed completely around that. Silent Hill 2 and 3 and 1 are not fixed camera angle games. I've seen a lot of people, like, talk as though they are, and, like, no, they're not. Like, they're definitely tank controls, but they're, like, the camera is a lot more fluid. Like, it matters a lot. It's very different in that way. They're kind of grouped into the same bucket with the classic Resident Evils, despite the fact that the camera system is actually fundamentally quite different. Want your notebook back?
What is it?
I just came by to make sure you were still alive.
Sorry.
No, this is the same cutscene. It just repeats. No, I have feelings about I don't think Silent Hill 2 Remake could ever, like, surpass the original, if only just because Silent Hill 2 Remake is inherently an extremely cynical production. Being cynical doesn't... We talked about this earlier. Being cynical doesn't preclude it from being, like, well executed, but it's definitely cynical. Like, someone at Konami woke up, saw the success of Resident Evil 2 Remake, went eyes emoji, and was like, what if we jumped immediately to the numbered entry in our series that has the most critical clout, you know? These photos of these dolls, Cinderella and Snow White on the right, but something's wrong. Very, very, very cynical production. Like, out the gate. This is the dragon that guards the treasure chest. It's just a prop and not scary at all. One was already remade, technically. I don't know why people keep saying that. That's, like, wrong and you know it. It's like a really like, come on. No one who says that actually believes it, so why do people keep saying that? Why say things just to say them? There's stun gun ammo over here? Why? This weapon sucks! Hey look, check it out. You can find the notes Harry left behind when he was saving the game. Dahlia's the one. I like how we have to listen to this fucking noise while I'm reading this. Dahlia's the one who said it. Said that girl was a demon, that she took my daughter for a sacrifice. But it's not totally believable. I mean, appearances can be deceiving. When I saw that photo in the hospital basement, I thought, that girl looks like Cheryl. Is that why I feel this way? Something's not normal anyway. Nothing good will come of this. But I just can't think of her as a demon. Is it my imagination, or do I actually feel sorry for her? Why do I feel like she's looking for someone to help? Cheryl's what's important to me. Everything else can wait until I've gotten her back. There's a date and a signature at the end. It's dated some 17 years early and signed by Harry. Dad? Sure is. One and the same. Ah, dog! I mean, there's nothing interesting about the popcorn wagon. There's everything interesting about the popcorn wagon. I don't know, I've seen that a lot in the, like, people go, why didn't they remake Silent Hill 1 first instead of starting with 2? We all know the reason, because it's, like, cynically speaking, they jumped to the one with the most critical clout first, and that's, like, kinda grim. But then someone else always chimes in, oh, well, they already remade Silent Hill 1, and they're like, no one fucking actually thinks that. Shut up. Stop that. Why? Why say it? Why even? To whose benefit? I hope I have enough ammo for this. Ah! The horse is alive. Well, alive may not be the word for it. It's no ordinary carousel horse. It's not made of wood or plastic. I don't know, but it's just kind of strange. That's all. Skinned horse in a pole, kind of strange. Honestly, Heather is like, she's pretty over it by now. Can you really blame her? I am not supposed to be here, I can tell you that for nothing. I'm gonna put the bulletproof vest on, because I suspect I'm gonna get the shit kicked out of me. I have to kill the horses because the game doesn't advance if you don't. Silent Hill has a bigger chance of making enough money to greenlight a Silent Hill 1 and 3 remake. The same cannot be said for Silent Hill 1. That doesn't really make sense. I don't think that makes sense.
I disagree.
Not here often, but wanted to support as I do like your content and everything.
Thanks! Hey, Ramsham. Thank you for the 4 months. The 6 months in advance, even. What if I hit him with that katana? What if I hit him with katana gaming? Block and punish! Block and punish! Block and punish! Block and punish! Block! And punish! Block! Punish! Block! Punish! Block! Punish! Ah! I gotta stand still for a bit to get my my stamina back. Before Heather 3 shows up with her pipe. Block! And punish. Damn it, I framed it. Fuck you and your bad animations. Damn. She also block. If you block an attack successfully with the bulletproof vest equipped, by the way, you take like no damage. There is a rationale for that. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? There she is. What? She whiffed! What are you doing? She's bad! Chat, she doesn't know. fuck you, her animation came out late, because she's bad at the game. I win. Honestly, that was probably easier than shooting her to death. Block and punish was probably more efficient there than trying to shoot her to death. Silly, but true. It would be better for myself to die. After all, it's nothing to be afraid of. That child, that demon. When I think of the endless pain it will bring when it's birthed, I decided that instead of the suffering and cruelty I endured in that sick room, that I would like to bestow a more gentle and peaceful death onto myself. Why do I resist? I never thought of myself as such a fool. Alessa. I guess it's kind of strange for me to call you that, since you are me, but you know what? You and I don't think alike, after all. And it's not that I don't remember that sick room, either. She's realizing her true self. Yeah, that's a major thing with Silent Hill 3's combat compared to 3, is that melee attacking options are actually genuinely kind of good in this game. Like, it is actually infinitely easier on higher difficulties to sword fight Alessa to death than trying to shoot her with gun. Stained by the evils of this world, we hold our sorrows within us. Only you can heal these wounds each morning, afternoon, evening, and night. We call out your name and pray for the day of the miraculous descent. I give to you unreservedly my body and my eternal soul. Whatever darkness may befall me, I will endure with you beside me. As proof of your miraculous power, guide our obedient and willing souls to the road of paradise, O Lord. We will not give in to the power of temptation as long as we have you in our hearts. O Lord, save us with your compassion. O Lord, shower us with your blessings. O Lord, favor us with your abundance. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. There's something written on the door. This door is the gate which leads to the road to paradise. Embrace the bosom of the Holy Mother. Admit your sins and be forgiven. Eternal tranquility can be yours. We're in the final area now. So we got, like, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes left in this playthrough, tops. It's not actually a very large area.
How did you get here?
We're getting to Silent Hill 4, is what I'm saying.
It was Vincent, wasn't it? He led you here. When will he cease his meddling? But it's just as well. Luring you here also serves my purposes.
Checkmate.
Gun, gun, gun.
Not yet. The time is not yet at hand. The time when all will be forgiven their sins. When the paradise we have long dreamed for will arrive. After the judgment and atonement, an eternity of bliss. Oh, Alessa, the world you wanted is nearly here.
That's not what I want.
Not you. Alessa, your true self.
True self.
But I am Alessa. My little Claudia, my dear sweet sister.
Alessa, is it you? Oh, how I've missed you.
I don't need another world. It's fine the way it is.
But you said it yourself. The world must first be cleansed with fire.
It's a difficult thing to walk back.
What I want now.
Alessa, don't you want happiness? Have you become blind to all the hopeless suffering in the world?
Hey, Sanatuka, how goes series playthrough? It's been nice and relaxing.
Need God's salvation.
Listen, suffering is a fact of life.
I don't know if I agree with that, but sure, whatever.
You learn how to deal with that or you go under. You can stay in your own little dream world, but you can't keep hurting other people. Besides, I'll never forgive you.
There is a neoliberal.
I wish only
Stop it.
salvation of mankind.
Don't say that and don't make me laugh.
Must first be remade. And for that, we need God.
You self-righteous witch! No one asked you to help!
God is growing within you. You despise me, don't you?
You're damned right I do!
Heather gonna take a shit. Oh man, I gotta play the game. I definitely wasn't doing my Japanese flashcards in the other tab while the cutscene was playing. That is not what was happening.
I disagree.
Hello there, Mao5.
Hello! Crazy8, hello there. Thank you for the 2 months. Piano? There's nothing I can do with the organ. I know how to play it anyway. What's the difference between organ and piano? They both have piano... I can't get a good look at it because the camera fucking hates me. Ooh, we can look at all these. 1. Origin. In the beginning, people had nothing. Their bodies ached and their hearts held nothing but hatred. They fought endlessly, but death never came. They despaired, stuck in their eternal quagmire. There better not be 8 of these. I've never actually looked at these before. Oh man, they've all got words. Oh, words! Birth. A man offered a serpent to the sun and prayed for salvation. A woman offered a reed to the sun and asked for joy. Feeling pity for the sadness that had overrun the earth, God was born from these 2 people. Three, salvation. God made time and divided it into day and night. Why did he do that? What an asshole. God outlined the road to salvation and gave people joy, and God took endless time away from the people. Why? I need endless time. How am I supposed to get to, like, level 100 in the first reactor in Final Fantasy VII with limited fucking time? Asshole. Piano is hammering strings, organ is a massive air pipe structure. You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. 4. Creation. God created beings to lead people in obedience to her. The red god, Zuchilbara. I have no idea how to pronounce that. The yellow god, Lobsolith. Many gods and angels. Finally, God set out to create paradise where people would be happy just by being there. Five, promise. But there God's strength ran out and she collapsed. All the world's people grieved this unfortunate event, yet God breathed her last. She returned to the dust, promising to come again. 6. Faith. So God hasn't been lost. We must offer our prayers and not forget our faith. We wait and hope for the day when the path to paradise will be opened. Would you believe me if I told you that never in the number of times I've played Silent Hill 3 have I ever bothered to check these paintings? I didn't realize they were even a thing in this room that could be looked at. I certainly didn't realize they had, like, a whole paragraph attached to each of them. I am not the lawmaster. I got a church map. This is a neat detail about this part of the game. The chapel map is a crayon drawing. This is quiet even by the standards of Silent Hill 3.
I know I'll be put to death for the sins I've committed.
The entire concept of the confessional booth is so fucking weird.
And with a peaceful heart. But please, grant me just a small piece of your everlasting mercy. Let me see my child once within your golden gates.
My mother?
Stop that!
Not to hell, but to purgatory. Allow me to atone for my sins there. I'll stand within the very flames of redemption no matter how they burn me. Forgive me for my wicked act of revenge.
Vincent? No, the confessional lady is not identified. We do not know who this is.
Of my poor murdered daughter. Please.
This is Dahlia's VA?
Care for the soul of the girl whose life I have taken.
No, I think it's Claudia's.
God, I am a child, trembling with fear as I stare at death. Soothe my tortured soul with your infinite mercy. Please. Forgive me.
I think. You're gonna have to Google that one. I'm not totally sure. Don't know who voiced the confessional lady. This is one of the few, well, I say few, this is the only, like, dialogue choice prompt you get in the entirety of the game. And in fact, it actually affects the ending asterisk only on New Game Plus. There's like a hidden dark point system in New Game Plus that you get for killing enemies, and saying I forgive you actually massively increases your, like, dark point score. So I'm gonna do that.
Forgive you.
Thank you, Lord.
There's nothing more to be said. I don't know what the rationale is for saying that you forgive her, like, massively increasing your dark point score, but it's something like you are accepting her sins unto yourself with your actions to forgive. Ergo, dark score, go burr. Something like that. I don't know, I didn't make the fucking game. I hate it here. I got hit with the big stabby. Hit him. Alright, kick him. Just kick him while he's down. I tried to block. Got it. The guard blocks the entire damage. If you have the bulletproof vest equipped, then yes. If not, it's like an 80% reduction. Also, a blocked attack can't kill you, I think. Like, it won't go through 0 hit. There are a bunch of papers in this file. I get the feeling it's handwritten copy of some book. Represents the deity known as the Halo of the Sun. In heraldry, symbolizes a religious group. The 2 outer circles are charity and resurrection. The 3 inner circles are present, past, and future. Which one did you pick in the Splatfest? Usually drawn in red, occasionally drawn in black or other colors, but blue reverses the meaning into a curse on God and is therefore forbidden. I got them young man reactions. Hi, Raccoon. Just seen some videos of me and I am so funny. Thank you. I'll take it. Picture here of an angel flying to the heavens. Nothing special. Just a plain old wheelchair. I get the feeling there's something behind this picture. That girl's cries and footsteps disappeared beyond it after all. Will you move the picture of the angel? Oh, we don't even get a cutscene for moving the picture? Nah, this is Shan. Whoa. Big save point. The circle means reincarnation. That's what it said on that paper back there. So death isn't the end. Pretty good deal, if you ask me. Thanks to reincarnation, I died as Alessa, but I'm still living as myself. But you know, just the thought of it starting to turn my stomach. Always pick Blue God. It's the magic one, unlike weak green that only gives sanity. Pick red. That's the hard... What are you, a baby? You can't fight the red elder god? What are you, a fucking loser? St. Nicholas, miraculous hands, a doctor of God, great at Beatmania 2DX. St. Alessa, mother of God, daughter of God. Figure out that family tree. St. Jennifer, unwavering faith under death's blade. I don't have a joke for that one. They can't all be winners. Nice, that went well. Block and punish. These books look like real mind-benders. I think I'll leave them alone for now. Silent Hill's Ancient Gods, a study of their etymology and evolution. What a mouthful. There is no religion that has remained unchanged from the moment it was founded. This one is no exception. When this religion fell into the hands of immigrants, it was deeply influenced by their own original Christian beliefs. For example, the traditional representatives of these primal gods may be given the names and descriptions of Christian angels, thus shed characteristics began to appear. There is also one rare example of the chief deity, creator of paradise, or lord of serpents and reeds, being dubbed with a demon's name. Of course, this was not done by believers, but by their opponents. Something to think about. Wait, is this emulated? PC version. This game has a PC port. Is that about Samael, or... I think so, yes. There's a book on tarot here. Tarot is based on the 22 Hebrew consonants and is said to represent the entire world. Each card, numbered 0 through 21, has a particular meaning. By reading these cards, fortune tellers predict the future. For example, the first card, the Magician, signifies creation, wisdom, beginnings, or destruction and fraud. The second card, the High Priestess, denotes intuition, harmony, faith, or dogmatism and arrogance. According to some texts, the Gardner deck had more than 22 cards. The Gardner deck does not exist today. It is mentioned only in the literature. It is said that these extra cards were based on lost Hebrew vowels and denoted an otherworldly, transcendental existence, i.e., God. Something to think about. If the cards your tarot dealer reveals add up to more than 21, it's a bust and the dealer wins. I'm going to win at fortune telling, a thing that is possible to want. A thing that is possible to achieve and normal to want.
You show up everywhere, don't you?
You make me sound like some kind of unwanted pest.
Well, who are you anyway?
My fortune teller plays death, which allows me to duplicate the 4 of hearts so I can have 5 of a kind, thus winning fortune telling, birthing the eternal paradise from the god.
Well, you're pretty loony yourself.
Tarot goes up to 21, but can it defeat View top deck? No. No tarot cards will get you to fucking 4,500 attack. Why is it 4,500? Why the fuck can you just play a 4,500 attack goddamn monster? This game is so stupid, it's bullshit. I hate it!
Resurrect God.
It's not uncommon for people to worship the same God and still disagree.
God?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Are you sure you don't mean devil?
Whichever you like. The point is that now I really am on your side. I don't want God to be born. Wouldn't be convenient. Much too unpredictable.
So you've been using me to stop Claudia, is that it? Do your own dirty work.
My dirty work? I think we both had our own interests in mind. You hate her too, don't you? You're the only one who can get it done. I don't have powers like you two. Besides, I always hated getting all hot, sweaty.
Oh, really?
I'm just looking out for myself. Everyone does it. Huh. Don't stand there looking so smug. You're the worst person in this room. You come here and enjoy spilling their blood. And listening to them cry out. You feel excited when you step on them and snuff out their lives.
Are you talking about the monsters?
Monsters? They look like monsters to you?
Oh no.
Don't worry. It's just a joke.
Oh God! Oh God!
By the way, I forgot to ask you. Did you get the Seal of Metatron?
What's that?
You don't have it? Leonard was carrying it.
You mean this thing?
Yes, that's it. As long as we have that, we're fine. Here, take this.
Hello, I'm back. I needed to pee again. Unfortunately, I drank an energy drink. And those go straight through my body. They really do. Anyway, how about some light reading? Don't fart! This magic square with strong protective and dispelling properties is called the Vidin 7 Crash. Roman numerals! Or the Seal of Metatron? Metatron. It will bring results regardless of whether the target is good or evil. Its strength, therefore, places a very high burden on the caster. As it is also difficult to control, it is not usually used. I was gonna say, like, am I stupid or is, like, that spelled wrong, right? Oh no, here we are. This is why it bears the name Metatron after the angel. Metatron or Metraton. What the fuck? Stop! Fuck off, you guys. Why are you doing that? Also known as the Agent of God. Stop making me look stupid, alright?
You use selective words. What are you planning?
They're trying to make me look stupid by, like, putting the wrong words in and then no, here's the right word. Try to make streamer look stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm very smart, you know. We don't talk about that. Next. Oh, shit. No! I fell again! What? I didn't touch the keyboard. The first one was a joke, the second one wasn't. The first one was a bit, the second one was a control error. Doors open, inside there's someone wrapped in a bag. Maybe? No, they're definitely dead. No, hand on my heart, the first one was a joke, the second one was actually just a fuck up. I pressed the buttons wrong. Man, you only get 2 bullets on 2 boxes of shells on normal? Now isn't this some nice lighting? The writing. Is this Dad's diary? Why would it be here? I sometimes have the sense, even now, that that girl is a reincarnation of Alessa. I don't worry about it much now. That's all forgiven. You were unloved, Cheryl. Or was that Alessa? Now Cheryl is Alessa again. No matter whose reincarnation she may have been, that girl was my most beloved treasure. But that name was a mistake. At the time I thought of her only as a replacement for my lost Cheryl.
I disagree.
Oh, hello. Zero Blade Edge, thank you for the 9 months of Prime Gaming. When she knows the truth, will she feel bad? That's what worries me. Thanks, Dad. So I was Alessa after all. But I do have just a trace of one more memory left. I haven't forgotten my sweet and gentle mother. Why stun gun battery? That weapon's so bad! How am I today? I'm tired. But I'm doing alright. My shitty body hasn't let me get more than like 5 hours of sleep per night recently, but oh well. Such is the life of Punchy. There's a mystery novel here. It's the same one Dad was reading. Ah! I'm out of here. There are dudes. The dude economy is booming, and I'm not about that life. No, I want to check the other doors first. Do these go anywhere? No. No. I can't believe how much mileage the dude economy emote gets around here. Ow, I'm being poked in the back of the head. For an emote drawn by me, based on something stupid that I say, I'm surprised that the dude economy is, like, endured as a recurring bit. Drawing block. This is my sketchbook from 17 years ago. Look at that drawing on the cover, it's Harry. On the front cover here is a picture of Dad. Really awful work. What's this doing here? Excuse me. Egg noodles. Oh, man. A memo book. Memo book? We call it a notepad. Whatever. Something's written inside. She's just beyond this door. I don't know how, but I can sense it. But she's not the only one there. I sense the presence of something extremely dangerous, even sickening. Maybe what they call God. Nevertheless, I will open the door. Enough of this idle chit-chat. God I'm not, but I fully intend to save her. No. Them. The last entry was written some 17 years ago. Looks like Dad wrote this too. No, it wasn't me. Alessa wrote this a long time ago. That chapel altar. It wasn't that one beautiful chapel, it was some other altar somewhere else. Some sort of landscape. Where is it from again? Well, it doesn't matter. Heather has a really focused mindset throughout this game. Whenever she comes across something unusual, she's like, nah, that's not important. That doesn't matter. Oh, I don't care about that. I'm not about that. Isn't this scene depicted in the opening cutscene? Like, before you even hit new game? Valtiel over there turning his little valve with the hanging feet, I don't know. I hesitate to say women because, like, you can't really, like, it kind of looks like a dress, but maybe it's just red curtains, I don't know. Well, anyway. Hard to pin down exactly what's going on over there. Sure what that's supposed to mean? Yeah, me neither, honestly. Altiel is up to some things. The machinations are unknown. 25 years ago, Dahlia used me to summon God. God was in my womb, but I couldn't deliver her. Then I was shut up here in this hospital room. I stayed here until Dad helped me out when I was 14. God ate away at me from within, driving me mad with suffering. There I was, wishing I could just die and be done with it. But I went on living that nightmare for 7 years. Looking at this bed just reminds me of those awful days. And I don't want to remember them I don't want to remember them, because I'm not Alessa anymore. But Alessa is still me. I'm really not trying to deny it or anything. When Silent Hill 3 does the whole, like, reincarnated person with the memories of the old one, everyone thinks it's brilliant. When Kingdom Hearts 2 does it, oh, Nomura's, can't he just tell normal stories? Bullshit. What's in the book? This book. I feel like I have to read it, but at the same time I don't want to. That's me with every file in a horror game. Aglaopehotis. Red liquid or crystals resembling blood. According to the Kabbalah, the name is taken from an herb with the power to dispel evil spirits. It is said to grow in Arabian deserts. It may be vaporized or applied as a poultice to guard against demons. It is powerful, but as it is rare, it is extremely difficult to obtain. There's a guy here. I'm just gonna, like, walk past that. It's all the same to you. Ow. I can't... Trying to gauge the relative distance here can suck my nuts. Like, where is this thing? There we go. The age-old death perception prank, truly. Oh well, isn't that fine? How do you do? Screw you guys. I will see you later. Wakey wakey, shithead, it's time for school. The School of Pain! Yeah! 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 Oh, the School of Pain! Oh god, they spawned behind you as well. That's fucked up. The School of... I am the one being taught the School of Pain! Alright, no, I've got this, I've got this. They're in prime position. So I started blasting. Ow. I don't know who I'm hitting. Fuck me, that reached? Jesus. I framed his getup by accident. Okay, that was a sequence. Anyway, that whole escapade is why typically in speedruns we just, like, go through the classroom. There's a picture of a wolf. It looks like a dog, but it says wolf and everything, so... if they say it's a wolf, that's what it is. That's like step 1 of media analysis. It's a pretty ho-hum picture. She's so judgmental! Go home. Drop dead. Thief. This used to be Alessa's. I mean, this was my desk once upon a time. Does Heather fancy herself an artist? She does have, like, a sketchbook. It's a handout with our classroom resolutions written on it. Doesn't say anything about abandoning your friends or scribbling on the desks. She's 17? No, she's 34. Or was it 30? What was the number that the guy... Whatever. This is a large room that's full of nothing. But pain. This is the pain room. Alright. I've established to my satisfaction that that room is the pain room. What are these, letters? No. Maybe a bunch of suggestions? People are starting to voice their dissatisfaction about Father Vincent using the organization's money for his own personal benefit. I've also heard rumors that Father Vincent has been extorting donations from some followers. Is he really the right person for such a position? I'm in no place to deny all he's done to make the organization grow. Even though we believe in God, if there was some sort of gathering, shouldn't we be valued not for our limited talents or our talkativeness, but for the depth of our faith? LS. What the hell is LS? There's a tape deck here. It's perfectly usable. Where do I get the tape from? Do I have it? I do have it. When did I pick this up?
Do you know about what happened here 17 years ago?
When did I get the tape?
Been here a long time. You must have heard some details.
A group of pagans, blinded by earthly desires, spit in the very face of God. They tried to use the Seal of Metatron to prevent God's awakening. But God drove the unbelievers away and threw them into the abyss.
The abyss!
Wickedness. God was unable to be born properly.
The abyss! Ah.
She has slumbered ever since, in the womb of the Holy Mother, until the time of the awakening. That's all that I know.
My mother?
Well, thanks.
Father Vincent, I heard that the Holy Mother has been found. Is it true?
Alessa has been found? Did Claudia say that?
Yes.
Then it must be true. Her sight rarely fails her.
Bless the Lord.
Maybe it's because of her great faith. But I could never be like her. I wouldn't want to.
Nor I. The truth is, Sister Claudia frightens me a little.
Well now, let's both show our faith by forgetting about this little talk, okay?
Yes, but does that mean this land will finally be the home of eternal paradise?
If God wills it, my sister. If God wills it.
Yep. Abyss. I've returned from the abyss. It was cold down there. When did I pick up the cassette tape for that? I don't remember picking this item up. When do you get this? Does it just appear in your inventory? Ain't fighting these guys. Alright, never mind. On the ground. I'm out of here. I'm owned. Someone Google it. To the wiki. Where's the cassette tape? Seriously, I don't know. Like, I'm glad I did pick it up. I just don't remember doing it. Did I check this room? I did check this room. Although, I didn't pick up... I gotta go back. I forgot something. Where am I? Hang on. Pick up an abandoned cassette tape in the first... desk in the first bedroom of the cult chapel. Okay, so it's in the same area. I just didn't notice I picked it up. I forgot about this. This is like the room you actually need to go into to get tarot card. It's just a candle. And Claudia Wolf is written very small on the cover. Looks like this is her diary. Time to invade someone's private thoughts. November 10th. She didn't die then. She was born. I knew that for a fact. Oh, sorry, I have to do the voice. But then, why haven't I found her yet? They were supposed to need her power to build paradise for the happiness of the people. She was supposed to be reborn for that. I'd really like to see her. November 14th. Read the... I'm not doing the voice anymore, fuck that. Read the Book of Praise. I want to thank Father for lending me such an invaluable book. I found what I've been searching for in there, how to awaken God. But it's much too cruel. Will I be able to pull it off when I see her? November 16th. I was free all day, so I read A Modern History of Refugees and Young Slaves, Child Exploitation. Very cheery, Claudia, thank you. I don't want to be a mere bystander in this world. I can't do anything now, though, and that's what's hard. There's an old birthday card on the desk, so she was still hanging on to this. I like the idea that in Heather's teen girl brain, snooping through her diary is a valid form of revenge. Little Claudia, happy 6th birthday. I love you as if you were my real sister. Here's to you. Now Looking through the diary of your worst enemy. Nothing sweeter. Nowadays, we don't have diaries. Everyone just tweets everything that crosses their stupid fucking brain. I love the loud pit. The pit of loudness. What do we got here? I need to look at this again. Okay. It's locked. I hope I have everything. Yep, that's everything. That goes there. You go there. You go there, you go there, and you go there. Holy shit, it unlocked. I'm a genius. This is a closet. It's meaningless to me. I don't have time to wax nostalgic over these old clothes. So fucking joyless. Scribbling on the floor here is Alessa's. For some reason, she always drew monsters like this when she was alone. She used to draw with Claudia, too. A nice daddy and mommy and a fun school. A happy world where everyone smiled and laughed all day long. In short, everything we never had. Save the game before we go to the final boss, because I'm coming up on the final boss. We're about to finish the game, and then we can not play Silent Hill 4. I can go bed. I can go to bed. I can take a nap. I can go back to being mad at Donkey Konga 2 being impossible to do on fucking duet mode because they did the math wrong when making it.
Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice. Then I could relax.
When did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just look around you.
But I do believe in her. In my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you. You think that this is the work of God? Isn't this all nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like Alessa 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
You mock God? Traitor. You will go to hell.
Not that again! Who do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
Go home, Vincent.
Home? This church is my home. I built it with my power. The power of money that you view with such scorn. Although I admit that this atrocious scenery is all yours.
If you continue to get in my way,
then you'll kill me. Well, the guest of honor has arrived. Let's get this party started. Heather, go ahead and kill this crazy bitch. This demon who claims to speak for God.
You bet I'm doing my flashcards on the other screen again? No. No, that's not what's happening. No. No.
go to hell!
Stop that. Shut up. Look, normally I do them before I go live, but I forgot today. And I'm gonna forget to do them for the next, like, 8 hours, and I don't want to forget, because it's bad to forget.
Nothing important.
Stabbed them, Heather.
You're not going to run?
The beginning. As
Ah!
the time has come. Alessa, I'm saddened that you didn't agree to this on your own. But I thank you for nurturing God with all the hate in your heart. It's time for mankind to be released from the shackles of sin which bind them.
But a god born from hatred can never create a perfect paradise.
Happy people can be so cruel. Is it so hard to believe that sympathy could be born out of pain and suffering? Why do you reject God's mercy? Why do you cling to this corrupt world? You know that only God can save us.
And save you too? Happy ending? I'd rather go to hell.
No, I don't expect to be saved. And that's fine. Alessa, my dearest. For the pain that I've caused you, I deserve no mercy. Even if it was to save mankind. It was too deep a sin. It was hubris for me to try to hasten the day of her arrival. Sacrifices were made. And those are my sins.
If you feel so guilty about it, why don't you go to hell? Heather, use the seal.
Vincent? The Seal of Metatron?
The seal!
Now your stupid dream is over.
Oh, that's just a piece of junk. What do you think you can do with that? Do you really think it can kill God? I'm sorry to see you fell for my father's foolishness.
What?
You're pathetic.
I disagree.
16
16A, Squids Creek, thank you for the 4 months.
But God loves even you.
Oh God! Oh God!
There's nowhere else to run.
You will give me an egg.
Heather's about to lay an egg.
The pain will disappear.
Stop farting!
So long for this. Even as a child, I knew I would see the coming of this day.
You're ruining the vibes of the story.
No.
Judgment Day.
Must be on drugs.
Alessa?
Shut your stinking
I have control. Whoa.
You use selective words. What are you planning?
My mother?
Dad gave me this pen on my birthday. It's one of my treasured belongings. You examine? There's a jewel inside, like a little red tablet. Ooh, how fancy. But like, what if I'm just like, what if I'm done here? I've come this far. I can't run away now. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, is there someone over here? Someone over here? There's like a painting over here. Hey, what's up, Claudia? Yeah! Ah, bugger! Nah!
Must be on drugs.
Ah, shit. Accidentally gave birth to God. Classic mistake. Classic.
A dud.
If you attack if you attack Claudia, you give birth to God. It's a god that feeds off hatred. You can't attack. Everyone knows this. We don't need to rewatch the cutscene, thank you very much. Someone in chat was asking, how are you supposed to know, like, how are you supposed to figure this out? For one thing, the pendant's been in your inventory since the very start of the game. For two, there is a document you can read. Dad wrote about my past in here. As always, this should be novelized. You can read it in a note that, like, Agleo Pahotis is good for expelling the demons. So, like, then if you are so inclined to examine the pendant, you can find, in fact, crystallized Agleo Pahotis in your pendant and be like, ah. Like that. I don't know, I figured it out. Seen first-time players stumble on this many times? Well, yeah, probably. I don't remember what I did on my first playthrough. I don't think I instantly went for the pendant, but you don't actually have that many options. I think it's likely you're gonna beef it the first time, but then as you, like, start looking through your inventory, being like, what the fuck do I do? You're gonna find the one item you've had since the start of the game, you know?
She is nearly here.
I don't think it's, like, a massive roadblock.
What have you done? What did you swallow?
But yeah, a lot of people will probably just immediately try to attack Claudia or something and fail.
That's disgusting.
In it just.
My mother?
Looks like God didn't make it.
A dud.
God is...
Claudia!
Ew.
Oh God! Oh God!
That's gross.
Alessa, you cannot kill God.
That's disgusting.
I will birth God. If you can't do it, Alessa, I will.
Claudia!
Stumble over to the... Subtle! Subtle, dude. I wonder what that represents, you know? And even press, it just happens if you approach it. And that represents what happens after birth. Gets all fucked. What weapon did I have equipped?
Can't be dead. I was gonna kill you.
I love how that's what she cares about.
This is God?
Nope. It is time for shotgun. Gun of shot. I don't have that many bullets. Thanks, game. Is there time to recover and, like, block after that? I wonder. No, is the answer to that question. That hurts, too. I'm just gonna power through the situation. I have stockpiled all of my my ammunition and health for just such an occasion. Yeah, if you kept all your ampules, you don't gotta think. No think. Booyah. I don't gotta think. They don't pay me to think around here. Alright, well, so is Silent Hill 3 complete? You know, enjoy the ending but what's next? You know, since Silent Hill 2 Remake's coming out, why don't we play a remake? Why don't we play Shattered Memories next, you know? We can skip 4. We don't gotta worry about 4. Like, no one really wants to see 4 anyway. What if I did it I did 0? You know, like, what if I did Origins instead? Because, like, you know, Origins, it's the origin point, you know? What if I played 3 again, you know? What if I got, like, the other ending? That'd be nice. Radio achievements, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. A quick Yakuza 0. Yeah, what if I played Yakuza 0?
You use selective words. What are you planning?
What if I played you're not Silent Hill 4. How much you gotta pay for 4? 10 million gift subs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What if I read the Silent Hill 3 novelization live on stream instead? What if I streamed Astrobot? what if I... Hey, Frooms, I'm out of nowhere, Mahjong. I can't stream Mahjong Soul. I mean, I can, but, like, I stream Mahjong and I get mad. Fucking paste eaters who played 3-man in that game, dude.
Just a joke.
They drink paint straight from the can.
I'm sorry.
Stop pressing con for no... What is wrong with you people?
You have to call me that. I'm not hiding anymore.
Want me to use your real name? What was it again?
If you're going to press the con button and it's an open con, like, 10 times out of 11, you are making the wrong fucking choice. Didn't got much kills? You can't get the possessed ending on New Game. It's New Game Plus only. You have to pick extra New Game to be able to get the possessed ending. It's like, it's not possible on New Game. Can't be done. New Game, you can only get the normal ending. Only. What if I streamed Tokimeki Memorial 3 instead, you know? Like, what if I did that? Who the hell started a poll? Why are we doing that? Does New Game Plus have some more rooms looking bloody, or am I crazy? You're not crazy. A couple of rooms become bloody and they drain your health. It only happens like twice, but it's New Game Plus exclusive. How many hours until Silent Hill 2 Remake actually releases according to Steam? Hang on. 9 hours. There's gonna be a long stream. I'm not streaming until it releases. It releases at like 5 AM. Wishing, like, I want to play the game, don't get me wrong, but, like, wishing no offense, guys, I don't want to stay up until 5 AM to do it. I will go to bed. I am going to go to bed and I will play it when I wake up. Which means inevitably I'm gonna be fucking behind by, like, a whole 24 hours somehow before it even comes out. Well, since Silent Hill left, we have seen nothing of it. I have nothing to provide because we haven't really been shown anything. We don't even know what kind of game it is. What if I get spoiled on the plot of Silent Hill 2? Oh, I know, it's the... What if they tell me what happens? Then he shouts at the moon. I pulled my face too strongly, my eyes aren't refocusing. No idea what the song is about, but it's good. It's about... I don't fucking know. Some bullshit. if I played, Visions of Mana? Hope you all haven't played Silent Hill 5, is it good? Hi. I don't know what is meant by Silent Hill 5. If you mean Homecoming, then, Homecoming is not very good, no. Homecoming is, in fact, kind of bad. Anyway, how'd I do? Forbidden Memories New Game Plus. I bet you I'd tear through New Game Plus, actually. Off stream, I duplicated the Megamorphs and the Bright Castles and shit when I was like, why the fuck didn't I just do Memory Card Dude? Why didn't I think of that? It turns out having 3 Megamorphs in your deck makes it actually really easy. 3 hours, 20 minutes. Split Worm, fast. Oh, my boss kill time, still fast. My clear number, 69. My save and continue number, way too high. How is it that many? What the fuck? My item number, robust. My shooting number, not robust. My fighting number, very robust. My damage numbers, too high. Entirely too high. My difficulty level, normal. My riddle level, easy. My rank, 6.8. If I gotten one more point, I could have been 69. I could have been 6.9 on clear 69. I missed by 1. Fuck. Shameful. Occurred during system data saving. Data not sav. Don't worry about that. What if I played the game again to try and get a 6.9 rating, you know? What if I did that? What if I just exited the game by accident? No! Come back! They're gonna make me